Hello people, welcome to Gradeup. This is Gautam, your VARC mentor, and I am back with your daily dose of quizzes to make your life easy peasy as far as vocabulary is concerned. So this is the fifth day in the series of the daily vocab and grammar quizzes, and I'm really excited about it because in the last 4-5 days the participation has been really amazing. Okay, so today as well I have a set of questions with me, very amazing questions. Most of them have been asked in previous exams. So if you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share our videos to your friends who might be preparing for the OMETs or CAT or other exams. Right? Let us start the session. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so again, the first question I have asked, it's based on synonyms. Which of the following is the closest in meaning to the word retribution or retribution? A. Return, B. Reinstatement, C. Reiteration, and D. Revenge. Think about it, take a minute or two, and then I shall start taking the answer. Good evening. Okay, people are coming. It's good. Those of you who have just joined, please read the question and I shall start taking the answers. Okay, here we go. So the first round of taking the answers, here I go, and the clock starts ticking. Okay. All right, let me see. Oh, most of you got it right. Yes, retribution means revenge, or Hindi we call it badla, right? So yes, D is the correct answer. Return, A, return means return. B, reinstatement means to put something back in its original place. To put something back to its original place or position. For example, I can say that I reinstated him as the captain of my team, or I reinstated him as the vice president of XYZ society. So I put him back as the commander or as the leader of something, right? So reinstate is that. Reiteration is to repeat. Like I keep on reiterating, right? Please like my videos, please subscribe to our channel. Just kidding. So reiteration is to repeat. So I cannot reiterate it that you need to follow the rules or protocols, right? Some people use this phrase. So to reiterate means to repeat, to emphasize, right? So that's it. Yes, D is the correct answer. Next question. The itinerary set by their travel agent included so many stops in a dash amount of time that they received only the most dash impressions of the places they visited. So A, just a second. Yes. So the itinerary set by the travel agent Itinerary means the schedule, right? The itinerary set by their travel agent included so many stops in a dash amount of time that they received only the most dash impressions of the places they visited. So A, sufficient, cursory; B, generous, abiding; C, brief or fleeting; or D, limited or lasting. Please take your time and then I shall start taking answers. On the trickier side of the spectrum, okay, let me start taking the answers. It's already too late, I believe. Here we go. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, yeah, yes, C is the correct answer. There's a fight between option A and B, and some people think that D can also be the answer. Let's talk about it. The schedule set by the travel agent included so many stops. Okay, so there were so many stops. So if they started from here and if they had to go there, right? So there were many stops, many stops. Because of that, they could not, had there been lesser stops, they would have been able to get a vivid impression of everything. But they were stopping at every second or third place. So they were able to get only a brief impression of everything, right? So the schedule set by the travel agent included so many stops in a dash amount of time. Stops were more and the time was less. So brief amount of time that they received only. So only means, whatever they have received, that's not much. So only the fleeting impression. Fleeting means only the passing impressions, not very vivid impressions. Because the time was brief and there were many stops, so they could not get very vivid impressions of everything. They got only fleeting impressions. Fleeting means just passing by. I mean, not very vivid or not very detailed. So C is the correct answer. Okay. The schedule set by the travel agent included so many stops in a sufficient amount of time. So many stops means the stops were more. So actually gives a negative connotation here that the stops were more with respect to time. So time was definitely not sufficient and not generous. So I can negate option A and B. And cursory again means very brief, very fleeting. So this can negate. Abiding means, when you have abiding memories of something, so those memories stay with you. So abide has two meanings. Abide, if I say I abide by laws, it means I follow the laws. Okay, I really follow the laws. And abiding means, some, if there are abiding memories of a place, it means that those memories have stuck with me, so I can still remember everything in detail. So that is the meaning of abiding. Anyway, B is negated. D, limited and lasting. If something is limited, how can they get lasting impressions of the places? If the time was limited, if there are so many stops, so how can they get lasting impressions? That's impossible. So even D is wrong. Some people mark D for some reasons, I don't know. So C is the correct answer. I am going to show the leaderboard post the fifth question. Okay, those who are asking for the poll. Anyways, next question. Yeah. From the options given below, choose the correct substitute for the underlined word. As several shops have relocated across the street, the old directory is dash. A, obsolete, B, wasteful, C, useless, and D, redundant. So old itself should give you a hint that what's going to be the answer. I received one entry. Okay, let me start taking the answers now. Here we go. This should be a piece of cake for you people. It's very easy. Here we go. Okay, half of you got it correct. 1/4 of you feel that even redundant can be the answer. Okay, and there are some people who mark B and C also. Okay, C. When something is out of date, I can say that typewriter is an obsolete entity, right? I mean, it's completely out of date. We don't use it anymore, right? So yes, obsolete, A is the correct answer. Wasteful, no. I mean, he's not saying that the directory is wasteful or useless. No, he's just saying that it is out of date. Okay, he didn't say that because it is out of date it is useless. It could be the case, but we don't have a sentence that says so. So I cannot infer that because something is out of date it is completely useless. Maybe it might have a use, it might have a scrap value. When something has a scrap value, it is not completely useless. So B or C are extreme choices. I have to stick with a word which says that something has gone out of use, it's no longer in use. So that's why A is the correct answer. Some people believe that redundant is correct. Redundant, exactly, an extended meaning of redundant could be close to obsolete, but the exact meaning of redundant is, okay, I don't know whether you people have done sessions on sentence correction or grammar, but there is something which goes by this name: errors of redundancy. Errors of redundancy. What exactly is this? My top priority is to get a job, right? Is to get a job. Suppose I write this sentence. Now, what is the fundamental problem with this sentence? When something is my priority, okay, or I can say my first priority, not top. Let me use first. If I say my first priority is to get a job, now when something is a priority, it automatically means it is first. I need not write first before priority. So errors of redundancy means you use a certain word uh, without any meaning, unnecessarily basically. Priority already means first, right? So when something is redundant, it has been already implied before. You don't need to use it. When something is redundant, then it has been already implied before. You don't need to use it. That's the exact meaning of redundant. So again, I can negate or eliminate D. A is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. And yes, please don't forget to like the video, comment on it if you have any feelings to share. Share the videos with your friends who might be preparing for the exam. And yes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Next question. Which option does not reflect the relationship implicit in emendation is to editor? I will show the leaderboard post fifth question. You're asking for the poll. I am going to show the leaderboard post fifth question. Which option does not reflect the relationship implicit in emendation is to editor? A. Injunction is to judge. B. Examination is to doctor. C. Discipline is to coach. And D. Illumination is to usher. Okay, I'm going to give you like 30 more seconds, then I'll start taking the answers. All right. Ten more seconds. Here you go. Okay, half of you got it right. Some people did not know the meaning of a word or two, so I don't blame them. That's fine. And some people believe that A could be correct because maybe they didn't know the meaning of injunction. Okay. So emendation means to edit. It means to edit. Okay, or to make changes basically, right? Editor is the one who makes the editing, who does the editing, right? So editor does the emendation work. So if it is A is to B, B is the one, so A is the profession and B is the one who carries that profession. Okay. Injunction means to give a legal warning, to give a legal warning. That's injunction. And a judge does that. I mean, he issues warnings, legal warnings, right? So, I mean, this cannot be the answer. It exhibits the same relationship. A doctor, he carries on with the work of examining his patient with the examination. So, yes, even this cannot be the answer. A coach, you know, his job is to instill the discipline in his students, right? D, illumination is to usher. Usher means to introduce something new, to introduce or to begin something new. So the appointment of Mr. Ravi Shastri as the Indian coach ushered a new era. It marked the beginning of a new era, ushered a new theory. So a new theory came into picture, or a new theory was introduced. That is the meaning of usher. Usher is to bring some new changes or to begin something new. And illumination is enlightenment. I mean, if I get illuminated, I have that fresh dose of knowledge. I get enlightened about something, right? So usher, illumination, they don't actually go together. There is no profession and professional wala relationship, right? So again, I can eliminate it. I mean, this has to be the answer because this is the odd one out. These two words do not exhibit the same relationship as exhibited by the question and the other three options. So yeah, D is the correct answer. Half of you got it right, which is very good. Okay, next question. Recommence is to suspend, as nonchalant is to dash. Carefree, beleaguered, tirade, agreement. Carefree, beleaguered, tirade, agreement. Okay, 10-15 more seconds and then I shall start taking the answers. Recommence is to suspend, as nonchalant is to dash. Carefree, beleaguered, tirade, agreement. Okay, let me start taking the answers now. Here we go. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, now I can see all the options have been evenly answered. Okay. Commence means to start. I mean, if you are a commerce student, you would have attempted such questions in class 11th and 12th, that the business commenced its operation on XYZ date. So commence means start. Recommence means to start again, to have a new beginning, to start again, recommence the operations. And suspend means to stop or to finish or to terminate, right? So these two are antonyms of each other. Okay, so I have to find an option which is an antonym to nonchalant. Nonchalant means non-serious, or let's say carefree, right? Let's say carefree. So I have to go for an option which basically is the opposite of carefreeness, right? So A, carefree, no, it could not be the answer. B, beleaguered. Yes, beleaguered means very troubled. It means very troubled. The it's not care. I mean, it's not being carefree, right? So the beleaguered side got is afraid that they might go into the relegation zone, right? So beleaguered means very troubled. Tirade means a series of abuse, a series of abuse, criticism, criticism, ranting, rant, or saying pessimistic sentences or words. So a tirade is a series of abuse, criticism, rant, right? And agreement does not make any sense. So B is the correct answer, beleaguered. And most of you marked A. Challenged means very serious. Non-challenged means not very serious. So that's why B is the correct answer. Okay. Next, before we go and attempt the next question, let me show the leaderboard. Yeah. Wow. One of you has got all of the questions correct. That's great. Most of you are stuck on 30s and 20s. That basically means 3 out of 5 and 2 out of 5. That is still very good. Good participation. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, very impressed with the kind of attempts that have been coming in from last 2-3 days. People are really marking all the questions correct, the difficult ones. That's good. Okay, next question. Pick the odd word out. Pick the odd word out. Perilous, precarious, hazardous, copious. Perilous, precarious, hazardous, and copious. We are already, we have exceeded the time limit. It's fine. We still have 4 questions. Perilous. Perilous is derived from peril. Okay. All right. Let me start taking the answers. People are really writing the answers down in comment box. Excited about it. Okay. Here you go. $20. 19, 18. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Half of you got it right. That's good. Pick the odd word out. Perilous is derived from peril. Peril means a disaster. Precarious, hazardous, perilous, 3 of these mean disastrous. 3 of these means disastrous. Copious is the odd one out. This is the correct answer. Copious means abundant. Abundant. Too much. The quantity of something is too large. That's copious. Right? Okay. Next question. Blasphemous. You should be knowing the meaning of this word at least. Which word is the most opposite in meaning to blasphemous? A. Ascetic. B. Reverent. C. Inferior. D. Blarney. Blarney, I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Let me start taking the answers now. Here we go. Blasphemy. Blasphemous. Okay. Let's see how many of you got it right. Very good. Good response. I was not expecting these many people would mark it right. Yes, the answer is B. Reverend. Now, what is blasphemy? Blasphemy, I'm talking about blasphemy. Blasphemy is to mock some religion or some religious practices. I'll repeat, blasphemy is to mock or insult some religion or some religious practices. Right? Now, I have to find a word which is the opposite of it. So, the opposite of it would be to respect the religion, right? To be respectful. To be respectful and towards religion, and be reverent, revere. When you revere something, you are very respectful towards it. If you revere your guru's feet, it means that you find your heaven in your guru's feet. I'm talking from a spiritual point of view, right? So yeah, B is the correct answer. Ascetic is someone who has given up the pleasures of the world, and he has sort of gone into deep meditation. That sort of person, right? So it could be a close synonym of reverent, but reverent is on another extreme. Reverent means you worship someone, you are very respectful. Okay. Inferior does not make any sense, and blandly means flattery. It means flattery. It does not make any sense. So yeah, B is the correct answer. B for ball. Okay, next question, people. Select the option which has a similar analogy vis-a-vis the given analogy. Indefatigable is to inveterate. Indefatigable is to inveterate. So A, tireless is to tired. B, tired is to habitual. C, tireless is to habitual. D, impoverished is to habitual. Okay, so many habituals out there. Sorry. Oh. Okay, let me start taking the answers now. Here we go. I hope you're enjoying the quiz since we are learning so many new words. And if that's the case, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, do come every day and practice these questions. We have added so many words in our arsenal in the last 5 days, and that's a big thing. It's a big deal. All right, last 13 seconds. Let's see how many of you got it right. And here we go. Wow, again, half of you got it right. This was not an easy question. Good. C is the correct answer. Indefatigable means you are determined in the sense that you are tirelessly doing something. The indefatigable defender of XYZ person. I mean, he's just going on and defending his client, right? He's not conceding the defeat. Determined. Inveterate means habitual. Inveterate means habitual. I can say an inveterate alcoholic or an inveterate smoker. He is a habitual smoker. He just keeps on smoking. He can't help it, right? So this connects to this and this connects to this. So C is the correct answer. Inveterate does not mean tired, so I can eliminate A. Indefatigable doesn't mean tired, so I can eliminate B. Impoverished means weak. It means weak. And impoverished athlete means a weak athlete, right, which has lost the quality, or I mean the strength, right? So definitely I can eliminate this also. So C for cat is my correct answer. Okay, next question. Easy one. Misanthrope is to humanity. A. Chauvinist is to patriot. B. Misogynist is to women. C. Agnostic is to God. And D. Witch is to magic. Okay, let's go for the answers now. Here we go. Right, let's see who marks it right. A tricky one, I would say. All right, last 4 seconds. Okay, here we go. Wow. The best part is almost 50 to 60% of people are spot on. They are marking every answer correct. Misanthrope is derived from misan, which means to hate. Mis means to hate. M-I-S, mis means to hate. And anthrop means mankind or humanity. Okay. So a misanthrope happens to be the one who hates people, who hates mankind. Okay. So the relationship between A and B is A hates B. A hates B. Okay. The answer is B, by the way. Okay. Option number A. Chauvinist is to patriot. Patriot, I mean. Chauvinist is someone who believes that his country is the best. I mean, he is a patriot. A synonym of chauvinist could be this: jingoist or jingoism. A jingoist or a chauvinist is someone who believes that his country is the best of the lot. Okay, so he is a patriot. In some cases, this word jingoist is being used in a negative sense. I mean, I think I should be telling you this. Anyway, jingoist or chauvinist means someone who is patriotic. B. Misogynist. Again, mis means to hate. Gynist or gyn means woman. So misogynist is one who hates women. So A hates B. Yes, B is the correct answer. C. Agnostic. An agnostic is a person who believes that it is impossible to know whether the God exists or not. He does not hate God. He says it is impossible to somehow find out whether there is a God or not. But he does not hate God. So B can be negated. A witch loves to do magic, so D can be definitely negated. So yeah, B is the correct answer. Okay, so last question of the day. In the following question, out of the 4 alternatives, not 5, out of the 4 alternatives, select the word similar in meaning to the given word. Qualm, right? So concavity, misgiving, amplitude, repute. Okay, I think I should start taking the answers now. Here we go. Perfect. Let me see how many people got it right. Oh, wow, again, 50% of them got it right. Good. The answer is B. Qualm or misgiving means confusion or doubts. Confusion or doubts. So I can say, I can say that the scientists, they have their misgivings slash qualms about the consequences of the nuclear tests. Okay, so they are not very sure, they have their inhibitions, they're not very sure how these nuclear tests are going to affect the people or the surroundings or the environment. I'll repeat myself again. Qualm or misgiving means confusion, lack of clarity, lack of surety, or a state of doubt. For example, the scientists have their qualm or misgiving with respect to the future or the consequences of the nuclear tests, right? So yeah, B is the correct answer. Concavity it means the state of being concave in shape, concave lens, convex lens. Okay, that's a in that context this word is being used. Amplitude means the range of something, right? Again, it is being used in some scientific context, so this can be negated, this can be negated. Repute means opinion of someone. So I mean, if I say that I have a repute, it means I have a good opinion, people hold me in high regards. Okay, so even this can be negated. So B happens to be the correct answer. Now comes the time when I show you the leaderboard so that you can tally your scores and see where do you stand. Okay, yesterday the highest score was 80. I might be wrong. Today the highest score is 90. I mean 9 out of 10. That's a big deal. I mean, it's in IIFT they ask questions on vocabulary, 7, 8 good questions on vocabulary. Then if someone is getting 9 out of 10 correct in a vocabulary quiz, that's a good thing. Okay. Then the second one got 70. Most of the people are stuck on 40s and 30s. That means 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. That's the average. That's the usual average. And it should improve and it will improve with daily practice. Okay. The best thing is everyone got at least one correct. At least one correct. And that's a big thing. To come here and to participate and to give answers, that's the big deal. Okay. So with this, I will like to conclude today's session. If you like the videos, please hit the like button. Please share these videos with someone who needs them, and please subscribe to our channel. Now, if you have any questions related to vocabulary, English, please feel free to ask. So I'm doing a 2-minute round. Anyone who wants to ask something about verbal, please go ahead. Okay, if you don't have any questions, shall I end the session? Okay, I believe we are done for the day. Thank you so much for coming and participating. We'll meet on Monday again with a new set of questions. I think I might bring something on grammar so that we have a variety. Okay, so during the weekends, please watch these videos again and so as to revise these words. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.